Hey guys, Jay, welcome back to the channel. So, guys, technical difficulties seem to follow me around wherever I go. It's kind of crazy. So, guys, welcome tonight. Oh my gosh, it's been absolutely nuts. It has been pretty crazy for me tonight. Lots of things have been happening. Mostly, regular everyday things like I worked all pretty much all day today. Helped to set up a couple of events, which was a lot of fun. Ended up going to a party, which was also a lot of fun, but it also meant that we had to push back tonight's live stream a little bit. But I made it back in time. Started a little bit earlier than I expected. I thought we were going to do at 10, but ended up starting at 9:30, which is great. But yeah, it's been quite the week. As a lot of you guys know, gas prices have just been going absolutely bonkers right now. Don't know what's happening. Not really sure. There's so many multiple reasons for why gas is going through the roof, but unfortunately, these are the things that we have to deal with. It really is that kind of thing. So I do want to say that tonight is open mic night for everybody. I have a link in the description in the chat above. I already have two people here waiting in line to be introduced. But before I get to them, very, very, very great channels in and of themselves. So I really want to bring those guys in very, very soon. But just before we get started, I did want to do a little bit of housekeeping and talk about a few things that have been on my mind just before we get started. But as well, I want to thank each and every one of you, of course, for being here tonight. And this is, of course, the highlight of my weekend. I really appreciate each and every one of you coming and hanging out with me. Taking time out of your weekend to just chat about toys and the love of action figures. I have always been known for not being able to keep a schedule, so I'm kind of fly by the seat of my pants kind of guy. Also, as it seems, time zones seem to be a thing here, right? So I'm in the Eastern Standard Time. I'm in Toronto, and Chicago apparently is Central Time, and other parts of the world. God, it's hard to coordinate with people, but I try my best to actually get people on and try to support people as much as possible. Anyway. One thing I did want to touch on just before we get started with open mic night is this came across my desk and I was really kind of like perplexed. Obviously, I reported on this earlier. One Dar, the exclusive from actually it's supposed to be the exclusive for Mattel Creations, hot on the heels of Coldar, which sold out very, very quickly on Mattel Creations. I reported on this earlier. If you guys want to see that video, it's actually up on MJR Retro. Someone got a hold of it very, very early and was able to post pictures of it. And you know what? Thank you for posting the pictures. I did a whole review on it, an overview on it, and it was really, really cool. I can't remember off the top of my head who it was. I think it was Deadpool's Deadpool something, and I forgot. My apologies. I don't have it in front of me. But recently, as early as yesterday, another Wondar showed up out of nowhere, and it's kind of crazy. This is nuts. Check it out, everybody. Yeah, playtime, playtime, as in Playtime. One of the guys I follow on Instagram. Yeah, he reported yesterday that Wondar showed up at a retailer. This is crazy. This is absolutely nuts. Yeah, he actually showed up at a very popular retailer, as you can see here. Playtime got it from a vendor at a toy show here in California. So, guys, if you're in California, heads up. Wondar is actually showing up in some stores in California. So, guys, head over to your local retailer. It's obviously not on the main channels, but yeah, definitely keep your eyes out for Wondar, because there he is. Holy crap, he is real. He does exist, and he has been showing up in certain places. Let's see if Playtime actually told us where it was. I believe he did say, but right now it's. He said on another channel. We don't have time to take a look at that now, but definitely. Oh wait, one more. Maybe we get lucky. Yeah, he just keeps saying that it's a vendor at a toy show. He doesn't say who it was anymore. I guess it was to. I guess it's to protect the vendor. But anyway, guys, if you are in Southern California, definitely go check your local vendors. Wondar is starting to show up in Southern California. That is absolutely nuts. I'm not sure exactly how it's going. It's pretty crazy. Sorry, I'm just typing to the guys in the chat. All right, so today, as I said, today, guys, is of course open mic night, and I'm introducing this new segment. I started it like 2 weeks ago, and I really wanted to try and help other YouTube channels, people who have some great content, and I really wanted to highlight some people who are in the community. And it's just something for me that I think is important. People are trying to help me in the community as well, so I want to give back and do what I can. So tonight I have two channels who I think are very, very great, and I hope that they'll be able to showcase some stuff for us tonight. And I'm just going to let them go to town and introduce themselves. So guys, I am going to bring in both of these gentlemen, and these guys are awesome. So please give a warm welcome to El Tedna's channel and Knights of Old. Guys, thank you for coming on tonight. Welcome to the stream.
Howdy.
How is everybody? How are we, guys?
Not bad. By yourself.
All right. So why don't we go ahead and introduce ourselves? First, we'll start with El Tedna.
Hey, what's up? So I'm El Tedna from Chicago, Illinois. But as you can notice by my little thick accent, I'm actually from Italy originally. I moved to the United States about 11 years ago, and that's where I pretty much started collecting. In Europe, I was collecting different stuff like Spawn, action figure back in time, and anything with Punisher, which I kept anyway. But then when I moved to the United States in 2012, I went to the Chicago show with a good friend of mine, and it fell in the rabbit hole pretty much, and I started collecting a little bit of, whatever you're going to see pretty much. But yeah, that's it. I run a YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is born initially for gun reviews because, in the United States, we like our guns. So, and then a little by little, kind of to calm down the situation that we have lately over here, I start doing a review of toys because I think it's more relaxing, and I also give a perspective to the, if you will, a gun ownership to like normal people. I could, so we like to do other stuff. So yeah, that's it. Pretty much, that's what I do for fun.
You're muted.
Welcome, Nintendo. Thank you for that. That happens a lot, guys. You're going to have to get used to it. So, and over to his right is, of course, Knights of Old. Knights of Old, welcome. Please introduce yourself.
Thanks for having me on. I've been pestering you to hang out and talk about vintage toys for a long time. So it's awesome to finally get together and have a discussion. And let's see. My channel isn't really big. I'm kind of more for the toys stuff. I'm more known, I guess, on Instagram. But I have been doing shows here on YouTube, but it's mostly about Golden Age USA comics. And it's a show called The Golden Guys, and we're on Comic Core channel. But you could also look at my channel. It has mostly comic stuff. There's shorts there because it's from like my Instagram. It's easy to port them over, but someday I'll get back more into YouTube. But it's busy with being a parent and having a job. So, but the thing about toys, I've been a toy collector my whole life, but in the past probably 5 years, I'd say I went big into Japanese toy collection, like old vintage toys, mostly from the 70s. And a lot of that was because comic books, which was what I was huge into, the prices went insane. So I was like, I love collecting. I love hunting for stuff. So I just got to figure out something else. And the Japanese stuff was really fun. So that's, all this. Hopefully we'll get into some of that. So thanks again.
Absolutely. No worries, guys. I do love, seeing other people's collections, and some of the stuff I've seen in each of your channels has been absolutely great. As you guys know, I'm just a huge lover of Master Universe and everything 80s nostalgia. And I also have a great affinity towards Japanese animation and Japanese culture. So I think that there's a great perspective that all three of us can bring to the table. But I don't want to talk about myself tonight. I really want to give you guys an opportunity to really share and showcase some of your collections. So you know what, Altena, why don't we give you some time and why don't you show us some of your collection, tell us more about your channel and what it is that you how did you get into toys? What is it that inspired you? And I know you talked a little bit about American guns and things like that, but we're gonna shy away from that for tonight. Okay, we're
specific. No, just saying because somebody can see the YouTube channel like, what the heck? I see stuff that like I thought it was toys.
It's okay. It's just we're all about collecting here in collections. So for now though, why don't we give you some time and show us a couple of things and then we're gonna go over to Knights of Old.
Hey, real quick, Gabe. Just sorry to interrupt, but
sure.
I'm looking at your channel on YouTube, and because usually I like to take a look on my phone just so if there's questions in the chat I can address that. But for whatever reason, I don't know if it's me, but I do not see like the live show. It would just be a shame if somehow it wasn't.
That's about if you look to your right, if you look to your right, you can see all the chat here, and you can actually scroll up and down. So we can interact in that way.
Okay.
Right? Like
I haven't done it through this.
I don't see that. Yeah, I don't see the chat, but it's okay. You can.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. So basically, if you want me to highlight a message, I can even bring it up, right?
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, you can read it. Let me know what it says because I can't. I'm on the phone, so it's very small. I can't read it very well.
No problem. So I'll just whenever somebody has a question or something happens, then
gotcha.
We'll do that. But Knights of Old, if you want to see it, go to MJR Collector. It's my second channel. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. No worries. So guys, we're gonna take a look at Altena's channel, and then we're gonna talk with Knights of Old a little bit more.
Do you want me to show you what's in the back on the camera?
Whatever you want to do, brother. This is your time. I want to.
Wait a second. Sorry. Yeah. Let me figure out. I'm still settings camera. What is it? Camera facing front, facing back. About now, can you see me?
Yes, we can see it.
There you go. Yep, that'll do. Okay, 1 second, 1 second. I'm getting old.
We're already there.
There you go. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm not technology guy. So that's my collection. Like I said, I collect mostly 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. Okay, so one is Marvel. Not a few Marvel. Most of them are 99% is Punisher stuff. I hope you can see. It's a little dark, so. Because I shelved my section with the Punisher. I tried to keep everything organized. So we got a little bit of everything. We got some Toy Biz stuff, some Funko Pops. Like I said, a little bit of everything, as you can notice it. And of course, I have all the comics down there. Sorry, it's a little dark this corner, but you can see there's a little bit of everything. Over there, that's what I always collect, the Punisher. I always had the comics since the 1986, I believe, when I got the first comic in Italy. So since then, I always had some Punisher stuff. Of course, the United States has been big. Now, a little bit less, but in the 80s, 90s was huge. Punisher was a huge comic, so a bunch of different action figure too with him. Going down, you got a little bit of Skeleton Warriors, and which is going to be on the other shelf. And down here, these are the only Funko that I kept, pretty much. So Skeletor, pretty much. I sold all my Funko collection a couple of weeks ago in order to finance something different that we're going to see over here, which is the new horror section that I just started. It's all NECAs pretty much. 80% are NECAs. It's something I got into lately, and I really enjoy them. So it became my new addiction. So we got pretty much, like I said, pretty much all NECAs, horror movies from the 80s and older ones. These are probably the most interesting. As another Punisher fan, that's awesome, cool. As you can see the chat. These are more peculiar section you don't see very often. Those are Puppet Master action figure from Full Moon Toys and NECA. It's a line and it's a movie series that I really enjoy, and I like the figures. They're quite interesting and not very known. Down here we got mechas and other things with the Army of Darkness, Evil Dead 1, Evil Dead 2. It's pretty much the trilogy. And down here there is a mix of other 80s and so forth horror. I'm also a big collector of Master Universe. Sorry about trying to make room. So in the cabinet, those are all Master Universe origin or vintage. Sorry, most of them, 99%. I am a big fan of Skeletor. Those are all my Skeletor, complete Skeletor. There's a couple of French, Spanish ones. Down here we have a mix or a couple of variants. A couple of different Mantenna, a couple of different Ordak. Going down, we got the snakes, of course. Variants of the snake too. We got the redneck rattler, for example, different tongue lashers. Those are 2 vehicles from Europe, I think. They were released only in Europe. A couple of different Lich. Those are 2 Super 7, which I'm not a huge fan, but anything with Skeletor and Ordak and Evil Income.
How many Skeletors do you have?
I think I'm a 45 loose ones, which are these. Awesome. And then I have the complete one. Yeah.
That's incredible. Holy crap, 45. Incredible.
They used to be but they used to be $5 a piece, Jay. That was easy back in time.
Yeah.
Damn it, $5 a piece.
I remember.
Damn it.
Yeah. They used to be super cheap, and then nowadays, I put anything on them, even Triple H armor.
Oh, that's crazy.
Are they like $50 now or something, or 100? I don't know.
They're like $20.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But the armor Skeletor loose is probably $20. A complete Skeletor is probably around 80.
Yeah. True too.
Yeah, and these are it's still work in progress. These are my Galaxy Warrior and so forth, the different versions, different lineup. Sorry about the dogs upstairs. And
I had that two-headed dragon one. I had that two-headed dragon when I was a kid.
Me too. Yeah. Oh. My dog ate it.
And then,
your dog must have strong teeth because the spikes on that thing are sharp.
Yeah, my bulldog would do that. She doesn't care. She eats nails, so you gotta be careful. So this is under construction. I'm making some room. I'm trying to find some IKEA cabinets. Impossible over here. Too many collectors in the United States.
Call those Galaxy Warriors?
This one, yes, it's a mix. Galaxy Warrior. They call it. They got 3 different lines, 3 different names. They got different
line.
Yeah, I mean, neither, honestly. I got this from Europe, and they went up with price too. There's a couple of them that are pricey, like the Cobra head one. I know it's expensive. The Tiger head guy over there in the back, I guess it's kind of expensive. These are only in Spain. These are weird. They're like a mix between Rambo and Galaxy stuff, and they're hard to find. Then going up, sorry. Got some Master Universe stuff. Again, vintage. Those are. This is not a Wonder. This is a custom. And we have an E-Man with a belly button. The first E-Man they made. There's a couple of pricey pieces. I mean, I'm proud of them. There's a big head Webster from Mexico, for example. A French Cobra Khan. I have a couple of French ones. They used to, or Spanish one. They used to be easy to find. Nowadays, not so much. A French Clawful. That's a Malaysia Beastman with a green whip, for example. And then one on the back is a French Beastman, which is the face clearly is different, the face paint.
Are any of these from your childhood?
No, unfortunately. I in Italy, we used to, when we grow up, we used to give away all our toys to our cousins. It's a tradition, like the clothing. These are our Origins vehicles.
Yes.
There's plenty of stuff. Those are the minis, which I really enjoy. I'm trying to get rid of the stuff I don't really like about Masters because I need space. I used to be a completist, but I can't afford that anymore. So these are on minis, which are really cool.
I missed out on the Castle Grayskull mini. I missed that.
Yeah, those are the first one, the 2011 one, right?
Yeah.
The Mattel.
I think that they offered it on Big Bad Toy Store for a little while, and I totally missed out on it. It was too bad.
Yeah, I think I grabbed them from Big Bad Toy Store, the majority of them, except for a few. I got to go on eBay. Going down here is a little bit of, let me open it. Oh, sorry. A little bit of merch, mixed merch, again, under construction. Mega Constructs, Master Universe. Down here, we got the Funko Soda. That's the only Funko that I kept because I really like them. Sorry. I think they're even better than normal Funkos because the details are really good on them. And down here, we got a little bit of merch. Again, it's under construction. I'm still reorganizing everything. I give away, like, I don't know, it's like probably 70 Funko Pop. And there was some good pieces. But again, you're going to make some choices, unfortunately, you know.
Is Funko popular in Italy?
Funko Pop, yeah, no. I'm in the States now, yeah, but they're popular over here too. There's some of them that were pretty pricey. I think Skeletor was like $300 right now. So they went up. Like everything with Master Universe, the price goes up, you know.
How long have you been in America?
11 years.
Okay. And you did most of this is from buying it here?
Yeah. I started like in 5 years, I pretty much ramp it up. It was cheaper back in time, you know. Those are animation cells from the cartoon. It's kind of hard to see, but these are vehicles, vintage vehicles. There is some old prints. The poster, they used to come with the comics, sorry. You got the dinosaurs, which are the expensive boys. I in 5 years, I got pretty much everything. That's Snake Mountain, complete, 100% complete and working state. I mix stuff when I don't have space, of course. Over there, we got some Master Universe classics. What you call those reactions? That I really enjoy. You know, like I said, I don't collect everything anymore because, again, like I don't want to repeat myself. I'm running out of cash and space. That's a section of Skeletor stuff, clearly. And this is Skeletal Castle, made one of my friends, the Skeletor Punisher. So, wow. Yeah, it's really cool and painted. And like I said, it's a mix of everything here, bootleg and older stuff. A little bit more merchandise over here, mixed merchandise. Yeah, I used to have a lot of more stuff, but you know, like I said, gotta make some choices. This is all the, excuse me, all the origin section. Again, under construction. That's Castle Grayskull with the set from PowerCon. So I kind of recreate the battle scene a little bit. So. Thank you for sharing the link.
To Masters of the Universe because of the new toys, it kind of rekindled your love of it.
No, I started with the vintage one first, and then they start making this. To me, like they kind of look like the old one. To be honest, you know, some of them
tell the difference. I can't tell.
Some of them they didn't put a lot of effort. To be honest, the origin with the possible. Different ones that come out. Most of them, I think I got most of them. These are my classics. Don't have a lot of them, but it's a decent collection. I mean, they got some good pieces. They got expensive too. I just acquired a few of them a few weeks ago. I still have to display them outside, but it's a decent collection. You know, they got some good pieces. Yeah.
And you watched the show when you were a kid?
Oh yeah. Nowadays it looks a little weird when you're watching it. It's like, you don't get it very much, but. When you were a kid, I guess it was cool. That's the Castle Grayskull vintage, of course. Going down.
My daughter, the She-Ra, He-Man, like the intro to She-Ra cartoon from back in the day, and she liked that. But yeah, it was a little strange.
Yeah, it's a little it's a little weird for when you grow up. I like the 2000X comics. It's cool. Speaking of which, my little collection of 2000X. There's now many of them. I keep looking for them. They got expensive too. It's a cool line. Really good work with them when they restarted. And over here we got the
the Four Horsemen have really done an amazing
job.
Right.
They did a good job. And then Master just fell on the ground. Sorry. And here there's the Revelations or Masterverse, or whatever you want to call it, so far. And it's not like I don't have all of them because some of them are like, I'll wait for the other version, you know. I wasn't impressed. Plus, again, you're gonna make some choices, you know what I mean. But some of them turn out to be really cool. I really like King Grayskull, for example. It turned out very much better in person, and they got better since they started, you know. Other than that, this is my about to fall down. This is my mess on the table. Sorry. And last but not least, I have in the other room. It's kind of dark. I have my collection of Hot Wheels. But
is that Skeleton Warriors?
Correct, sir.
Wow.
Yeah, they're all carded and very easy to find. It used to be. I used to think I paid those back in time, carded $15 a piece.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's a cool line. People don't know very much about Skeletal Warrior. I love the cartoon too. They have
when they came out. I think I bought a few when they were in Toys R Us or whatever back in the day.
Oh yeah, they remade them in '99. I think they come out the second time in '99, according to what they told me. You can notice the difference by the sticker in the back. There's a different sticker. Last but not least, there are a few Super 7s, and that's it. Like I said, that we can spend hours talking about Punisher, but it's like,
do you have any European versions of the Punisher stuff in there?
The only thing I have European are these PVC figures like that.
Oh,
that's one of the few things I left when I was a kid. Actually, this is from 1990.
Cool.
Yeah, 91.
That looks very vintage. I like the way they made him look there. That's
cool. And then they made it with a similar mold. Let me see if I can get it. Similar, not the same. And you can see, these you can find them. It's made by Yolanda. It's a Spanish company. You find in Italy too. They're like $5 a piece. They're cool.
Project Fear says Punisher is the old school John Wick.
Agree, absolutely. And these are the American PVCs. They give you an idea how they look like. That's Jim Lee style.
Yeah.
With a bandana. Yeah. And I was a big fan. Like I said, I started reading the comics in the 80s. And speaking of which, last but not least, then if you like the Punisher, you guys in Canada probably can find it easier than here. This is Jigsaw, which is one of the Punisher enemy. I have to buy from eBay, unfortunately, because of it's distributed by Walgreen, which is horrible. But it's really a really cool figure. Even if you don't like Marvels, but you like the Punisher, that's a figure that probably my top 5.
You like the Punisher comics? It looks like you have a few of them there.
Oh yeah, I got a few boxes down there. So
cool.
Yeah, I have even the Italian version. I got a couple Italian ones.
Oh, nice.
That's not a common thing to see. Let me see if I can grab one for you. Oh, that's Spider-Man 1.
Very cool.
The Punisher
comics are really getting expensive, especially famous covers like that one. They're getting really, really collectible here in the U.S.
Oh yeah. It's here. It's the easy. I was looking the other day. A grade 3 or 4 was like $300-$400. This is Italian. It's $70. It's not perfect, but it's the same cover. So that's it. Like I said, pretty much my humble collection, I guess, but still working on it little by little. But
that's awesome.
Wow.
What are you gonna do next in there?
Reorganize everything. Probably try to organize everything. It's an ongoing work, It takes forever,
Yep.
Yeah, I know.
You're doing some custom work there with Castle Grayskull. We can see that.
Oh yeah. I did that a while ago. Let me turn the camera. Sorry. Yeah, I did a while ago. I don't know if you can see it. It's easy. I use some black spray paint and some interior gray paint and some the green stuff.
Moss.
Yeah, and then I took an eraser card back and put it here, so it kind of look good when you're taking a picture. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it looks great. And you've got Demo Man, or I'm just kidding. Viking
Skeletor. In theory, it is Demo. I have Demo Man Classic. In theory, it looks like a little bit. If you were to be honest.
Yeah,
yeah, I'm agree with you, but yeah, it's cool. That's one of the newer ones.
Yeah.
I might buy another one. Yeah, they're getting really good.
Yeah. The new Eternia line is starting to look really, really good. So awesome stuff. Thank you so much for sharing that.
No problem.
Elton. So a couple of guys were saying that Renegade Biker says it looks like a great collection.
Thank you. I'm working on it.
Project Fear 22 says greatness with both. So that was to both of you guys. So that's excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing that, Elton. Okay, so let's take a look at Knights of Old's collection, because honestly, this is one that I very much appreciate and very much like. Obviously, I'm very much into Japanese vinyl toys, at least from afar. I don't really collect them because it's you have to really be able to source them. That's the real problem with a lot of these vintage and or just even the vinyl toys themselves. They're very, very difficult to get. So being able to see such a collection of Knights of Old is very, very rare. And of course, we're privileged enough to be able to take a look at this. So guys, Knights of Old, please let us know how you got started. What your like, seriously, like, you started a little bit, but expand on that and tell us a little bit more about that. But just before we get to that, Jermaine says that's a nice Punisher collection.
Yeah, I agree.
Thank you.
Absolutely. All right, but we're gonna hand it off to Knights of Old.
All right, let's see. I'll try to turn the camera here. Let's see, so I can turn this around. So
Yeah, settings. Go on settings.
All right. Did that work? Okay. All right. Yes, this will be good. All right. Well, let's see. I don't know where to start. I have a lot of stuff. So let's start with some jumbos. So these are the you see that? Yeah, okay. Yeah, you see it.
Those were Shogun Warriors here.
Mhm.
Yep. Let's see. This one here is the Japanese version of Grandizer, and because Canada, US didn't get one, but Canada got one, and one of the arms is not like that. Actually, must be in the other room. I have that one too, but the Mazinger, this is the first Mazinger that was not in America either. But we did get the Great Mazinger, not with the nice wings there though, unfortunately. Then these are the US versions of these guys. They're cool.
The Voltron, was that the one with the rolling platform? Or was
Yes. Yes. I took
had
that off because for a while I went after the Japanese version of this guy. It's a little different. It's not too terribly different, but way, way, way more expensive. So when I got this, it was kind of like I settled. And the sword and the shield are from the Maddie collector.
I was gonna say, because I was like, those look way better than the ones I had when I was a kid.
Over in the corner is kind of funny. Is like some of my Star Wars stuff, but yeah, still from when I was a kid. All right, so let's see. Yeah, I guess I could just go down. Here's some, I love manga, so especially 1950s through 70s manga, really old stuff. So
Rai Ken says, "Get a Robo."
Yeah, that was Get a Robo back there. You'll be seeing more of him soon. This comic right there, that's Devilman. That's from the 70s, but some of these are from the great ninja samurai comics.
I'm a huge fan of Gonagai.
Oh yeah, you'll be seeing lots of his stuff.
Massive fan of Gonagai.
Yeah,
Akira Fudo.
This one is the 2 there. That's the original Ninja Scrolls manga, 1950s. Some of these things are like, it's funny because they're not super, super expensive, like a couple hundred or whatever, but like compared to, like, you find it maybe twice a year even offered for sale. So the hunt is really fun. Those things back there, the glare's bad, I'm sorry, but those are zinc plates used for manga to print them. Those are pretty cool. And then let's get into, actually I'll skip that one and go straight into this one because these are kind of earlier. So some of these are pretty early Sofubi, which is soft plastic. Here's one of the really early ones. This is from 1966.
Wow.
Ultraman.
That's
very cool. Maru-san is the... you can't really see that. But yeah, these... I used to not like Sofubis because I was like, it's cheap, stupid plastic. But the more I got into them, I really started to love them. And a lot of these are the kind with removable helmets. If I try to do that with one hand, everything will fall over. So, but I could show you a little later. So, and those are a lot harder to find because, obviously, a toy from the early 70s, the kids lost the helmets typically. Here's one without. I have 2 there, one with the helmet and one without. So you could see what the face looks like. But yeah, so a lot of these are late 60s, early 70s. These are the like giant heroes where like they're like Godzilla sized. Here's one of the earliest Godzilla ones, not the super, super rare one, the super, super, super rare one. The tail goes up a little bit more and they replace that quickly. no one really knows. Either the mold broke or they changed it because kids were breaking the tail. It's called the J tail, but it's still quite old, 1966. Another note that I found cool is I really love these huge ones. They're king size. And one thing I started doing on my Instagram, which it's kind of like I like doing little projects that I would appreciate, seeing like. So one thing when I was getting into this stuff, the information is pretty hard to find, and a lot of times things will look cool, but I wasn't sure like how big things were or anything because I had no like scale comparison. So a lot of my photos on Instagram, I use a Luke because most of us in the U.S. are familiar with this guy, and I will photograph with him next to it, so you could see just how king size some of these big guys really are.
That's a great technique. That makes a lot of sense.
And I would have loved to see that when I started this, because that would have really helped me like understand like, well, why is that one so much money? It's big, but I can't tell. But the neat thing about the king size, and I don't have too many, and there aren't too many actually, but there's a couple there. And then I have a few up here. But those are early 70s, and they stopped doing that because the oil crisis in the mid 70s. So toys started getting smaller and smaller in Japan because they got more expensive to make. So anyway,
so King Dingaling, great name. He says, "Wow, Ryusei Ningen Zone Fighter."
Ningen Zune, I'm not entirely sure what that means, but yeah, this is Zone Fighter. Very cool. He's kind of like Ultraman. He's the company that made Godzilla, made their own TV show, kind of like a competition for Ultraman and Zone Fighter. And there's a couple episodes on TV where Godzilla like appears, and Godzilla didn't have a TV show, so it was pretty popular with kids just to be able to see Godzilla on TV on his show, which is neat. These, I got the Zone Fighter family recently. Those are pretty hard to find, those guys. All right, so let's see. So those are kind of like the early, that was like the big TV boom of like Ultraman guys fighting monsters. This guy's pretty neat. He's God-Man, and you can see he's got like a clear body with some stuff inside, kind of like the Henshin cyborg Henshin. I forget what they're called. They're like the precursor to Transformers.
So Ryusei Ningen Zun is actually Zoom. Translates to Meteor Human Zone.
Ah, yep. That makes sense. Let's see. So yeah, still some of this stuff is kind of somewhat chronological. I try like different types of display, but these are early 70s. These guys are human-sized heroes. So like there's Lion Maru, Tiger 7 I got recently that he was so hard to find. Like this big Tiger 7 right there, that guy. He I saw him only maybe twice, 2 or 3 times in like the last 2 years to even try to buy. And you have to win an auction on Japanese auctions to get it typically. But
so this is all Kamen Rider, or?
Well, over here, yes.
Yeah.
This is all Kamen Rider. You start off with there's Kamen Rider 1, and then in the show, in real life, the first guy who played him broke his leg doing like a stunt or something. So then they switched to another one. So there's actually 2 Kamen Rider number 1s. Then it went into, and that was 1971. Then in 1972, it went to V3, and Rider Man appeared with that. I want a big Rider Man, and I've been after him. One recently sold for over 5,000. So he's one of the like super chase
Wow.
That's
But
great.
let's see. Then it went to X, Kamen Rider X, and then Amazon, Kamen Rider Amazon. He's pretty awesome. He was like super violent for like I think 1974, I believe. Then Kamen Rider Stronger. That one's cool. It's got a female co-star right there, Tackle. She's cool. I'd love to get a big one of her too, but she's another super rare one. And yeah, these guys are not from Kamen Rider, but like he's this guy Lion Maru. Takes place in the samurai kind of setting. Same with this one, Ninja Arashi. And then I have some like old mangas and stuff in the back.
So King Dingaling is chiming in again. Do you have any Sonichiba, Kage no Kane no Gundan, Hattori Hanzo?
Hanzo. No. No, I don't. I'll have to look into that. I know Hattori Hanzo. I mean, I think that's like a
he's a legendary
fantasy, legendary.
Yeah, Sonichiba, obviously he's very legendary in terms of that. So, the Street Fighter series as well, right? So many different ones.
Then we go. Let's see, these are going up a little bit more. Robocon, that's a little more of like a kid's show.
Yeah, that was fun. I think a couple of people have. I think you suggested it to me actually. I think that's a
could be, yeah.
Yeah. Then
we got Azutechaizer. He's a Gona guy. This guy here, the wrestler guy.
Yep.
He's a Gona guy. Then we have Akumizer 3. Here's one of my personal favorites, Zubat. He's awesome. 1977. I got his diecast car there too. And then we have the first Power Rangers, right? So Go Ranger, Himitsu Go Ranger, and some of the other ones like, let's see, Jakku and Battle Fever and Gavan.
So this was the start of the Super Sentai?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, this one I got recently. This was awesome, an awesome find because this is the girl one and she's super expensive. But I ended up getting this huge lot of these Sofubi toys to get that Tiger 7. And in that lot was her helmet.
Wow.
And then I found way cheaper someone had the body without the helmet, and those go for way less than if it has both. So that was really satisfying to get her like way less than if I were to buy her outright complete like that. I have some at the bottom here. I have some old vintage video games. I do that a little bit. Oh, look, like Jakku guy fell in there, but some old Famicom Japanese games, Metroids. I love Mega Man. It's the old. I love the box art from the old ones. I got the US on there too, though. Okay, then. All right, shelf number 2.
Yep.
These are some real old. And interrupt anytime if you got any questions or anything.
Yeah, King Dingling says, "Such a fantastic collection to see in one place."
Oh, thank you.
Very
Pretty. It's been a long undertaking.
Is that all? Manga no Kami-sama? Is that all of his stuff?
Manga no who?
Manga no Kami-sama. Is that Tezuka?
Yeah, this is good. I'm glad you recognize that. A lot of people in America aren't as sensitive to the greatness of the god of manga. Yeah, this is these are like, these are like some of the crown jewels of my collection. This like that Metropolis, is Tezuka, manga artist. His from 1949. So those are extremely hard to get. There's like the Jungle Emperor. He created. Most people in America know him as the creator of Astro Boy.
Tetsuan Atom.
These are some of the from 1953 and 4. Very old. Oh, you'll like some of these. Let me move this. So this, you said you like Go Nagai. These guys. Here's before Devilman. He did.
Oh wow, yeah,
these are really cool.
those
Old
are awesome
mangas
Yeah.
from back then. That one particularly is interesting because this is you know, I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but this guy is a really awesome illustrator, and you might notice his style if you know a lot of Godzilla movie posters, because he got really famous because he did kind of a commission for a magazine in 1977 for a Star Wars, just illustration in a Japanese magazine. And George Lucas saw it and commissioned him to do the Empire Japanese movie poster. And then from then, his career really took off, and he started doing tons of Godzilla movie posters and whatnot. But yeah, you can figure out his name if you type in Japanese Empire Strikes Back poster artist. Here's another more really old 1950s books. Here, another really old one I like is Tetsujin 28, known as Gigantor here, I guess.
Tatsujin Nijuhatsu. Yeah, Gigantor. Beautiful stuff.
Juhatsu Go. Yeah. And there's this old version. And I have his they upgraded him in the 1980s.
Yep.
And this is a really cool toy. This came out in America.
Is that a Popey or which
Yeah,
one?
Popey Godaiken, yeah, diecast. The very large, one of the largest Popey toys, you know, besides the jumbos. And then here's Ishinomori's. He created a Kamen Rider, but he also, before that, he created a Cyborg 009.
Mm-hmm.
Some of his toys there. Oh, there's a pretty rare Gotchaman 5-pack Japanese toys there, Popey. And let's see, what do we got here? We got that's Inazuman. Here's a diecast Yamato.
Yeah.
Gold Phoenix, Detective K's car, some more Battle Planets, Gotchaman.
Oh, love the Gatchaman stuff. Oh my gosh.
Gold Phoenix. Here's
Yamato. Oh,
Dairuger,
yeah.
Red Baron, Gotchaman, Safubis, Hurricane Polymar. That's a rare piece. The Devilman right there. That toy is tough, really tough to get. Then we get into there's another Go Nagai gem up here I want to show you.
Project Fear 22 says, "What's the one with the Z on the helmet? I didn't see it clearly since my volume is low."
The Z on the helmet. The Z on the helmet. The Z on the helmet.
It might have been from before, like the
that's Zubat. I'll go down there real quick. Yeah, Zubat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a really funny show if you catch it online, because he's like the master of everything. This is a really cool rare comic.
Cutie honey! Wow.
Yeah, it's really fun to collect these old first appearances in these mangas, because
are those Shonen Jump?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
No, that one's not Shonen Jump, but it was like their competitor back in the day. That was, I think, 1971, I believe. But yeah, you know, these are really fun to collect because they're really rare, and you know, I like hunting. And one thing that, you know, coming from Golden Age comics, which means USA comics from the 1930s through 50s, they're fun and rare because no one collected comics, and that people recycled and threw them out. So they were never thought of as collectibles. So there aren't that many left. Well, same thing, even in the 70s, you know, the Japanese, and still, I don't know how many even keep those big jumps and stuff, the weekly serial magazines, because
they're made from recycled paper.
Yeah.
They're if you ever pick one up at Tower Records or anything like that, they're just gigantic. And
yeah, So that's keeping
they're
them all.
newspaper for the most part. So that's
But the nature that if you get probably 8 out of 10 that were bought were recycled, so that in itself makes them rare and kind of fun for collectors to find.
absolutely. Project Fear says the Devil Man cover is spectacular.
Yeah.
And the artist who did it was Noriyoshi Orai.
There we go. Yeah. He's talking about the this one. Yeah. Oh, actually, I have that poster over here. Sorry for moving the camera, but I just noticed I was doing something with this. Here's his famous piece that George Lucas. That's the Japanese movie poster for Empire. That's where he got really. I mean, it's awesome too.
It is, yeah. Beautiful.
Okay. Anyway, almost. Here we go. The robots. More robots now. So we got Grandizer, and the focus here is pretty bad. Come on, camera.
Yeah, it's the Spacers and his UFO.
And I have heard that he was very popular in Italy as well.
Correct. No, most of the stuff you show, even like 90%, we had it in Italy because after the Great Mazinger come out in 1978 in Italy, it was a big deal. And then after that, we got Goldrake, which whatever they call it in Japan. And then after every in Italy, we have a bunch of private channel. Okay, so everybody's tried to buy TV series, cartoon series. So at the end of the day, every single channel had at least 1 or 2 Japanese series, which include Gundam, Lupin the Third, like all the possible Phantom Man, like all the possible Japanese. Like I'm a fan too. I got a friend of mine in Italy, which is a huge collector of that stuff. Like he has a bunch of Fubi stuff, and I personally like them, but it's another thing that I don't want to start because I know there is, especially in Mexico, Italy, Japan, there's a lot of people that
and France and Middle East as well.
Oh,
interesting, and Philippines.
Yep. Yeah. It's a rabbit hole.
It's a lot of people worldwide when you try to win some of these.
Yeah, I remember a few. I remember of them. I remember Ultraman, Megaloman, which is the one with the long white hair. I don't know
I don't have him, but I know that guy. Yeah,
huge in Italy. It was like huge in Italy, like big, like super, like almost more than Ultraman. And then you got all the all the stuff, the TV series, Jig Robot Acciaio, we call it the Jig. I don't know which one is the one with the 2 flat.
That's Jig. Yeah, that's Jig.
Jig. Yeah, that was another
Jig right here, the pilot.
Yeah, Jig. No, that's Goldrake, I think. The white one, that's from Goldrake.
It's Jig. I just got it. I don't know his name though, but
I think is that the pilot of the robot on the left, right?
Yes,
we call it Goldrake in Italy.
Yeah, this is Duke Freed. Yeah,
that's Duke Freed. Yeah, that's Duke Freed.
Yeah,
and it's crazy. So this figure right there, the small one, that is sometimes worth more than the jumbo Grandizer itself.
I was going to say that's hard to
get. I bet
it's very difficult to.
Well, yeah, they had a lot of stuff made in Italy too. By the way, back in time, there was a lot of Japanese stuff imported, but there was a lot of stuff made in Italy too.
Yeah, this one is European version right here. This Shogun's phaser I have.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, beautiful.
And we got
you have the box too. That's rare.
Yeah.
A nice Mazinger helmet.
Oh, Mazinger helmet, nice.
Which sadly my 8-year-old daughter doesn't fit in anymore. I took a lot of pictures.
That's too bad.
This is the first Mazinger comic appearance.
Wow! Holy cow! That's great.
That's a great find.
Kabuto Koji. Wow. That's crazy.
There's his pilot Sufubi there. One of the very early Sufubis. Or you could tell the detail. Those are hand painted back then.
Yeah, beautiful. Mirage Mazinkaiza Saga says, "I have arrived. Excellent collection for the third guy."
Thank you.
It's impressive. Yeah, it's like mind blowing. Like a museum, pretty much.
It's a gorgeous collection.
Thank you.
Rai Ken 33 says, "Watched Ultraman, Magma Man, Bioman, and Shaida.
Oh, Scheider, yeah, Scheider's cool.
Okay.
while growing up here in
Metal
Manila.
Heroes.
Oh,
There's
wow.
some Guy King and Get a Robo.
Yeah, get the Robo G.
This is this big one is quite an awesome piece. It's totally metal.
That's a Pope. Is that a Popey as well?
Yeah, all this is mostly pulpy or Bullmark. So there you could see the size with the Luke.
And
it's quite huge, very heavy.
Yeah, the Guy King Daimuru, right? So
yeah, and let's see. There's some Get a Robo ships. I like those.
Yep.
Those are nice. The color on those diecast are just unparalleled. It's so awesome.
It's great to see that the vac metal is still intact. Oh my god, that's very rare.
Yeah. And there are pieces, the plastic pieces on some of these Popey things are just really as brittle as some people say. Like as you could see, so that blue on his tail there, super brittle. And is often broken because some of the plastic, especially that light blue, for whatever reason, is notorious for breaking and snapping. Even on the 80s on this.
Oh yeah, Dairuger, very easily broken, 100%.
And here we go at the bottom. Yeah, thanks for critting my videos, Jay. I did that Battle of the Planets.
Yep.
Crossover.
Love it.
A little cockpit there. The Yamato is this is a kind of a king size Yamato, really cool. EX.
Oh, Captain Harlock.
Yeah.
Harlock.
Yeah. And Galaxy Express 39. Holy
yeah. Nice.
Wow.
That's a nice box set of all nine trains. And we have some Macross and
Lion.
That's a really cool Super Valkyrie I got the past year. That was finally found one for a decent price.
I think you mean Jetfire.
Yes,
that is Jetfire.
I didn't have Jetfire as a kid, but I always wanted it.
You've got it now.
For me because I love the Robotech cartoon, so I was just like, that is just I don't understand.
Is that an original Popey Go Lion?
Yes.
Oh my god.
It's my this is actually mine from childhood. I kept it this whole
okay. So that's the Matchbox. Wow. That's the Matchbox version.
Yeah, Matchbox, but I think it has Popey
it's basically Popey. It's basically Popey. I know
not the one I had a Japanese friend who had, when he showed me his Go Lion, which was a little bit a few months before I even saw them out here in America. It had all these missiles you could shoot and all this stuff. So I was kind of disappointed when mine didn't have that, but
the Popey box is gigantic. It's bigger than that Galaxy Express 39 there.
It's
way bigger than that.
And we have some Zoids. Those are cool. I used to love making those. And then Jay, I saw when your intro, you know who Bao is, so that was
yes,
I love Bao. One of my first anime loves was Bao.
Yeah, and now he's gone on to much bigger things.
And we got
way bigger things.
Fist of the North Star.
Hokuto-no-Ken. Yes, beautiful.
So nice. Another Gotcha Man, God Phoenix.
And you got Gunham. I can see Gunham in there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's Gali.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gali.
And you're asking me if I got mine, so
Oh shoot!
Oh boy!
Oh my god!
I don't.
GX Hyaku. Wow.
Yeah. I don't see too much like modern toys, but I
can't believe he hasn't fallen over. Holy crap! He must weigh a ton.
He is. I tried to fit him in these shelves, but it was heavy, and
he's my grail because I don't know how many other SOCs you have, but I have the. Oh, there you go. See, so he's my grail because what's it called? Guy King there. I missed out on I think it was GX20 or GX30. The first time they released the in-scale version of Guy King with
the Shogoken one.
Yeah, so the SOC. So this is my only other chance because he's astronomical now. So this is my only other chance, even though it sounds ridiculous, but this is my only other chance to get them at a decent price. Having said that, like obviously decent price being $1,000, like kind of nuts Canadian, but
Mm-hmm.
I have to try, right? So they look gorgeous together. Oh my god, just insane.
It's a
How
pretty-
is the audio? How's the audio? Like, is it loud or is it just kind of meh? Have you bothered putting in?
Oh yeah.
Have you bothered putting in batteries? Or?
I'll look at that when I get the.
Don't touch it. It's okay. I just wanted to know if you knew.
It's good. Like, it's not like, oh my god, I can't hear that, but it's not like insanely loud either. So here's some other stuff. Oh, I like getting. I love the origins of things. So like, I loved getting the actual first.
Oh wow!
Gear.
Wow.
The MX2. Wow.
Yeah.
Holy
So
crap.
that's fun to get stuff like that.
Metal Gear.
And finding out all that stuff, I can read some Japanese, but I'm far from fluent. But I use a lot of reference books.
Absolutely.
Here's some of those.
Wow.
And this thing is probably one of the coolest things I have. So I was looking at this auction, and I looked at this original art, and I was like, that painting looks kind of familiar. And then I went to one of my old TV magazines like this from the 70s, and I turned a page, and I was like, whoa, I have that. I have the magazine where that painting is from. And lo and behold, after a long night at like 4 a.m. and, getting stubborn and spending money, I probably shouldn't. I won the actual original art for a painting that was in the magazine, and that was
wow.
That's a one of a kind thing. That's just like holy.
That's excellent.
Holy cannoli!
Yeah.
But,
that was the Toy Festival movie, right?
That was a movie. Yes, those two meet. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then I'll just give a quick. My room's always changing. There's more Foobies. I was trying to figure out how to display. I collect some other things. Like I love old 70s, like D&D stuff.
Cool. Yeah.
These are a little bit of magic, but not much.
Wow, Aeon Flux, nice.
Too much money. I like Aeon Flux. Yeah.
Yep. Is that a Stetchin?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I remember that back in the day. Yeah.
I think I have something. Oh yeah, old game.
Ultima. Wow.
I work making games, so games is kind of a. I'm very interested in the origins of a lot of that stuff.
Are you a writer or?
I'm an artist, so I do environment art and.
Cool.
Too.
Excellent.
And then you could see.
Holy cow, that's a lot.
So I have a lot of old vintage manga that
That is a lot of Shonen Jump. Holy crap!
It's worthy of putting up there, but I don't have the room, and there's a lot. You could tell some of this is the really old stuff. You could tell by the spines there.
Yeah, you got to keep it. You got to keep them in those cellophane bags because they're just made of newsprint, so they'll fall apart pretty quick.
These are so awesome. So these are called Kashihong, which I don't know if you know about that, but they were only rented in the late 50s, early 60s. So all these books have been through the hands of Japanese people renting them to read because paper was somewhat of a shortage back then, and it was before the big weekly mangas, hit. So that, and then I have, let's see, just other more Safubis that are waiting, like to go under the shelves. But that's my toy stuff. The Japanese side. I do have some American, but mostly it's just USA and Star Wars, and I don't really do the in the box kind of collecting.
No, do I?
I don't stuff and feel it and
mm-hmm.
just
I I opened some figure. People thought it was crazy, and like, it's 60, 70, $80. I'm like, well, that's the point. You got to touch it.
A lot of people think I'm an inbox collector, but that's only because I have no room yet.
Okay.
I'm in the process of actually making a toy room like both of you guys, and I'm gonna catalog the whole. I'm gonna archive the whole thing. I'm gonna tell everybody and show everybody how I build the whole thing. So I'm looking very much forward to doing.
I just bought extra of these from a friend. He had like $10 a piece, so he had like only 3 of them. But it's a start, And the different. Sorry.
That's excellent. I said it looks.
Yeah. That's the difference I was talking about. If you wonder, so if you look on the back, there is a sticker they put afterward on the top of the original packaging. So these are the 1999 one. When they, I don't want to say re-release it, they redistributed, I guess. You know what I mean? So somebody, I don't know who, but they put them back in the market. See, there's a sticker. Sorry, right there. It says something. I don't know. I can't read them old. But so the same figures. I have to say, I noticed some variants in the color of the weapons.
Yeah, there's always going to be There's always going to be errors or special variants and certain variants from back then.
Yeah. So but it's a cool lineup.
Collect those.
Yeah, I even heard that the jewels that I have on the head on the belt, there's like a different colors of those from figure to figures. It's kind of cool. It's a cool lineup. It's affordable, I guess. But they're fun. So I might do a video about them when I got some time. But
guys, thank you so much for sharing your collections. We have somebody else who's joined the chat. Looks like Mirage has joined us. I'm not sure if he's actually in the chat yet. Let's bring him in. Let's see if he let's see if he's here. He says he'll be in the chat. He says he'll be right back.
Okay.
Maybe we'll wait until he turns his camera on.
Oh, look at that! I love that little grandizer.
I love the chibis are always so awesome. I love chibis. They're always awesome.
Yeah, one of my friends got it for me. It's like he's the one. It's big. He likes this. I had a box with a bunch of stuff that he purchased. I think a couple of them from Japan. He has an impressive collection of Godzilla stuff and stuff like that. But
so Mirage is here. So let's bring him into the stream. Mirage,
show that, Jay.
Hello.
What's that?
Thanks for letting me show that, and I really appreciate it, and I hope you liked it.
Oh, I think there's everyone in the chat seems to really have liked it.
Yeah, it's impressive.
Especially Mirage Mazin Kaiza Saga has joined us, so I think he enjoyed it. Mirage, welcome. How are you, my friend?
Doing good. I'm doing very good.
Excellent. Good to see you.
How are you?
Just had some fried rice I made earlier, but it tasted like crap, to be honest.
Where are you calling in from again, Mirage? From Singapore? Where are you calling in from?
Brunei. Just right near somewhere near Philippines.
Oh, Brunei. Oh, really?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Good to see you, my friend. I'm just gonna bring up a couple more. Okay,
so you know Voltes 5? The Voltes 5 show is very popular in the Philippines.
In the Philippines, yes, they just created a brand new live action version. In Tagalog. Yes, it's
wow.
You guys should see it. It's actually quite the production value is actually quite high. If you have a second, guys, you know what? I'll bring it up. You guys can see it. Give me 1 second. I'll bring it up.
Yeah, I saw it.
I know you saw. Obviously, you saw it. Chris Nesbitt. Hey, Chris, what's going on? Hey, Jay, was great to meet you at the Whitby Comic-Con. Oh yeah, hey Chris, good to see you, brother. thanks for being there. Love the comments. Love the content. Sorry. And these collections are amazing. These guys have brought this together. They are doing some amazing work. And guys, please don't forget to head over to every one of these guys, every one of those channels. Knights of Old, tell this channel. I'm gonna actually put the banner and get everyone's tickers up.
You have to put my Instagram one up since it's more the more.
Can you put it in the chat so I can copy it?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so that's the easiest thing for me right now. So what's it called? Where am I? Mirage, how are you doing tonight? While I'm putting this stuff together.
I'm doing pretty good. Besides having bad fried rice, nothing much.
I love that. I'm having bad fried rice. Ryra Ken 33 says Ultra Magnetic Ball, Laser Sword V. Obviously, those are moves in the show. Okay, so let me bring that up. I'm gonna actually copy and paste everyone's channels. So give me 1 second.
I put it in a private stream.
Yep, I see it. So I'm gonna add. Sorry, just give me 1 second, guys. All right, so there we go. That's checking out. Oop, wait. Doing this live. Oh, we're doing it live. Check out. Like, need to learn how to spell. Knights of Old.
You know, I love the Masters of the Universe. How much the colors in those I feel are some of the most colorful toys there are. You know,
Yeah, very bright.
The Japanese stuff is very colorful, and I feel like one of the only American ones that competes or is similar enough with the bright, awesome colors of like our childhood is definitely Masters of the Universe.
Yeah, it wasn't the appeal. One of the appeal probably the line. They're trying to put a lot of color, but that's what they're doing with classic. They kind of the Revelation, the Masterverse. I think if you look at Fisto and mostly, it has a little bit of Japanese manga style in it, you know what I mean? I think so. They kind of try to put like a 2000X series in theory might have a little bit. There was a little bit of manga animation. I don't know who did the animation, so I have no idea. But I won't be shocked. But yeah, it's they're trying to mix probably. It's a cool thing that nowadays they mix different styles of stuff. You know, like the new Revelation cartoon too was a mix of traditional stuff with a little bit of manga. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's cool.
Yeah.
It's pot, melting pot. I guess it's part of the deal. But I forgot to show you guys something, by the way. Speaking of Puppet Master, which is kind of unusual, that's one of the pieces actually harder to find. I don't know if you're familiar with the saga, with the movie. It's not the best movie in the world. The first three are probably the best ones. But anyway, there's a version of the 12-inch, which is bigger, kind of hard to see. And it's pretty much the guy that created the puppets. And in the fourth and the fifth movie, he come out as a puppet. So reincarnate as a puppet. Unfortunately, it's gonna be a little rare, but so that's a 12-inch versions versus a smaller one. They're like, let me grab one. Oh boy, I'm getting old. Compared to the regular one, they're like teeny. So they're supposed to be scale with the guys, okay? So they're normally these are like a little bit of action feature, you know. A little bit like they're cool. I don't know.
When did that movie, the first one, come out?
80. Actually, funny fact is one of the movie that 83, 84. I think is one of the first movie that come out in videotape and smash a record. It didn't win. They didn't even show in the theater. So pretty much went straight to tape, rental, whatever you call it.
Was it German? What
no, it's American.
Was it American?
Yeah, the guy that come up with the idea is the same guy that did the Ghoulies and all those movies like that from the 80s.
That's incredible. Wow.
Yeah, it's a cult, you know what I mean?
What other movie? Sorry, what other movie?
The Ghoulies. You know,
the
one
Ghoulies.
That come out the toilet. Yeah, and he was what's the name of the guy? I have a book about him. I'm gonna find it somewhere. There's a bio about the author. The guy created pretty much the series. And there's a book that's about him. Very interesting how he created from nothing. And they're notoriously bad movie. I got a guest over here too. Sorry. It's okay. Sorry. So I guessed over here too. So it's my buddy. Okay, see you later. So it's they're notoriously bad B movies, really bad. But I prefer the older one because even nowadays with CGI you can make pretty good stuff. I like the old effect, like the Dawn of the Dead, like all these old zombie movies. I like them because they're so cheesy, but they're cool because somebody put an effort in them. Nowadays with the special effect, I'm not a huge fan of most of the stuff. I like older stuff and all. Yeah. But yeah, it's a like a series that not all people knows. You know what I mean? But
I'm gonna bring up the Voltus V Legacy.
I want to see Mirage's. You know, it's his turn his collection to blow us out of the water, right?
I think Mirage has joined us for the conversation. But if Mirage wants to show off his stuff, he's shown off a few things here before. But let me bring this up. You guys can take a quick look at it, and then if Mirage,
I'll let you show it first. I'm going to let you show the stuff first.
Okay, so let me show this off, and then we'll move into Mirage's stuff. So check this out, guys. Hopefully we don't get a copyright strike, but I might talk over it. Maybe even do some quick translations. We'll see what happens. That way, it's not so bad. All right, so take a look, guys. This is the Voltus V live action from the Philippines.
And it's new, right?
It is brand
Yeah.
new. It's been about a season. Okay, I don't have to translate. It's in.
Impressive cosplay, at least.
The costume design is actually very, very faithful. Honestly,
Mhm.
Yeah.
the production value, the CGI and everything like that, it's actually pretty decent. I'm not going to say it's excellent. I'm
That's
gonna say
pretty
it's
good.
decent. They're
Yeah,
definitely going for a hyper realistic, but at the same time, very, very much homage to the actual show, to the actual cartoon,
Mm.
which is awesome. Honestly,
Yeah.
It looks impressive, actually.
what I don't like about today's, not that I don't like about it, but Marvel movies and everything like that. One of the things that I'm really kind of like, I wish they would try and get as close to the original source material as possible.
Mhm.
This is actually really close if
Yeah.
you think about it. It's like they're really taking cues from the original shows and the toys. It's really great stuff.
And this is made in Philippines.
Yeah.
That's the biggest surprise of everything, because if you ever end up watching Filipino soap operas, you're gonna realize that a lot of the productions they have are not what we expect here in North America. But they're done with love. They're done with passion, and you can see that in this trailer. Seriously,
That's impressive. I mean,
As a fellow South Asian, I understand about the soap opera thing.
I try to get Voltes 5 toys, but they're so expensive because they're so collected worldwide that the vintage stuff is super pricey.
Did you ever try in Italy? There's a bunch of stuff on the market nowadays. I heard that due to the economy, there's a lot of people start selling stuff, so it might be a good source.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'll have to check. My wife is from France, so sometimes I'll peruse the French eBays and that kind of thing. But yeah, I should check out the Italy.
Yeah, the market's going pretty bad. I mean, affordably. So people, I heard one of my friends says a lot of people start selling stuff. So
that's actually since COVID, there's been a lot of Japanese stuff offered up that typically sometimes is more locked down. So probably some people were just wanted some extra money during that time. So that some of the stuff was available.
The only country that doesn't seem like it suffered too much is so far is over here, because there's a lot of people that due to the COVID, they start creating his own, I don't want to say business, but they started selling stuff, flipping stuff, whatever you want to say. So that's cool.
That's awesome. Project Fear says, right. Older effects in movies have such a charm. There's something missing today. The Thing movie comes to mind. Splendid look for The Thing. Honestly, John Carpenter really did something crazy with The Thing. But the special effects team, I can't even remember his name. Like literally, he kind of just he doesn't really get as much fanfare as like Stan Winston or any of these other guys who do special effects. But the kind of practical effects they were doing in The Thing were just mind blowing. I just couldn't. Like, I watched it again. I think it was like a year ago, and I couldn't believe how well it holds up.
Yeah,
that movie is amazing. I love. It's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah, I think about
for survival horror kind of genre movies.
Yeah,
it's good.
Yeah, I think it really inspired games like Resident Evil.
Resident Evil, yeah. Probably, yes. And then if you look like a movie like the American Werewolf in London, it's such a transformation scene is like so amazing, and you gotta look the guy that is doing it. The special effect, the guy did the special effect was in a documentary that I watched yesterday about the guy that did the makeup artist that did all the Frankenstein, the Mummy back in the 40s and the 30s. So he got inspired by this guy, because it's like, if you think about it, for example, the guy that created iconic makeup of the Frankenstein and Mummy and Monster of the Black Lagoon, those guys, those are actually the monster as you know them today. So they actually create the image of the monster, because in the book, or the way that was portrayed back in time, it wasn't exactly like completely different from what actually it portrayed them. You know what I mean? So the flat top head for Frankenstein, he come up with and everybody's using it. The monster, the TV series, or you know what I mean. So they become like it's like I said. But nowadays, I enjoy watching TV, but I'm mostly watching older stuff. I try to build a collection of older movies, and sometimes they're silly, but that's the best part. They nowadays they go to the computer. I love some of the, like this one you just showed. That's pretty cool. You know what I mean? Yeah. But some other times the CGI stuff is kind of you know what I mean, too much maybe.
100%. King Panther says, "Hey, King Panther, what's going on? Hello, Mr. J. I'm enjoying your live stream. You guys are awesome. That's excellent. Thank you so much, King Panther. That's excellent. Yeah, special effects. Especially back in the day. You got to think just how hard it was to actually do that. Like I look at Aliens. Actually, I look at Alien, right, and what Ridley Scott and his team were trying to do, and it's amazing. Only a few years later, Aliens came out. And James Cameron and his vision, right, it really pushed Stan Winston to actually get something just absolutely mind blowing. Right? So it's pretty amazing. And then you look at campy movies like Critters and Gremlins, and really, you look at them, but if they did that in CGI today, like what? Okay, so here's a good example. The very first Yoda in Episode 1, I prefer. Oh yeah, I prefer the puppet.
You mean Episode?
Me too. Yeah.
Yeah, I prefer the puppet because there's something more real about him, right? When they started making him bounce around and do lightsaber effects and stuff like that, I don't know, it just lost some charm, right? And I thought it was really interesting that in the Last Jedi, was it the Last Jedi or I can't remember which one it was. Anyway, where Luke Skywalker shows up, they brought back Yoda as a puppet, right? Spoilers for anybody who hasn't watched it yet, which I'm surprised if you haven't. But yeah, that to me was pretty amazing. And I prefer special effects, which is why actually I think the first set of Lord of the Rings movies, I thought that they used a lot of miniatures there. They used a lot of practical effects, and I thought it really showed. I thought it was a really good.
The Army of Darkness, for example, the third Evil Dead movie, that's stop motion, like which is stuff they used from back in time, from older stuff, but still, it's amazing. It can be cheesy, but for people that grow up watching the stuff back in time, Clash of the Titans, for example, I like that stuff better than seeing, it's so cheesy. And that's cool because you got to think about it. Somebody tried to put them together, build it, there's a bunch of movies that, that can be considered nowadays kind of, people would say, it's kind of like Puppet Master, for example. The animation sequence, they're very short, but the guy was explaining that for him, it was the most expensive part of the movie because back in time, stop motion, it's not a cheap process, No. So...
No. Harry Hewhausen, the Clash of the Titans, the Adventures of Sinbad. These guys are pioneers who helped to define, what it was to create these types of effects. And a lot of people who make movies today are still watching those films to understand exactly how they were able to do that. Right, Ken says the practical effects hold better. Actually,
absolutely.
I sort of agree. King Panther, Mr. J, these guys are awesome, and I think that Super 7 Ultimates Godzilla and Mechagodzilla reveal sold me on the line. Speaking of special effects, how about the Exorcist? Oh my God!
Oh yeah,
definitely. That's crazy. That is just nuts. Actually, that they sent shivers down my spine. Oh my God, that's crazy.
I think when I think about it, I'm mostly impressed about special effects because of how it's done. Like they don't use like CGI and stuff like that. Because when you look at CGI, I mean I'm impressed, but at the same time I don't feel anything special. But when you look at special effects, you actually feel something.
Yeah, but and also it's acting too. Special effect and the acting, the music is like I was watching the other day. What's the Dawn of the Dead with the one in the mall. And they use music. As the music is from a band called Goblin, which is an Italian music, and Dario Argento actually worked on that movie together with Romero. They're working together, and Dario Argento is one of the best horror directors in Italy with Fulci. But you can tell, what I mean. And they got some like for example, Romero, when they did the movies, every movie had a little bit of social. They put some not political, but social criticism against the society. You know, like when they keep saying why the zombie are coming back in the mall because they live here, they like it. You know what I mean? That's what they did all their life, which is seems like silly, but if you think about it, it's like, he's kind of right. You know, that's what you do every day. You do the same thing every day when you go to work. You repeat it yourself, which is sadly, but it's true. But yeah, but like I said, I might take it off actually. Sorry guys, but it's 10 o'clock. I gotta wake up. I gotta wake up at 4, so I gotta go to work. Tomorrow.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing your collection with us. It was absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it would take longer, and unfortunately, like you did for your Japanese stuff, if I start showing all the Punisher stuff, we can spend 3 hours because they got the one version, the other, without even mentioning the Master Universe stuff with all the variants.
Make some videos of that Punisher stuff. I'd love to see that.
I have one of my. There's a video of my collection on my channel. If you go back, yeah, most of my video nowadays, 90% are that stuff. I don't do that much about the other stuff because I don't feel like I work in the business, so that's what I do for a living. So I like to. That's my room. When I come back home, I even brush my teeth before bed, and I like to watch around, and then it's pretty cool. And then I go to sleep. You know, so.
Well, grazie.
Prego, you're welcome.
Yes, grazie.
See you soon.
Thank you.
I hope you'll come back, Elton.
Anytime, bro. Just let me know. Let me know if the wife let me. we good. We can show something else.
Deep dish pizza for me. I miss that.
Actually, I'm not a fan of the deep dish. I had some pizza today. I like the thin crust pizza. I'm Italian, so deep dish for us is a pie. So, but they make some good ones. I like
the deep dish. I like the New York style, and I love the Italian. You know, the real
New Haven. That's supposed to be a New Haven pizza.
I'll take all three.
We found a really good stone oven baked pizza the other day, and I couldn't believe just how different it is. And, my business partner, he's from Sicily.
Okay.
And he said this is as close to authentic as I've ever had in
the
Canada.
problem with those though, you could eat. Well, I can eat 3 of those myself.
There's the problem.
Absolutely.
Right? There's the problem.
Yeah.
It's so thin. But the ingredients are so good, right?
It's like an Indian naan.
I could.
The only problem with Italian pizza, and I'll let you go. I gotta go. They say normally the good one, funny enough, you have issue digesting it because the dough is still kind of working. You know what I mean? So it's in your gut.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, but it's good. Here there is only one place that I like. It's called Lice. And the funny thing is the price of pizza in the United States is ridiculous. In Italy, a pizza is $6. You can get a margherita. Here is like $17. I'm like, for what? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's same here.
Yeah, if you guys never come to the United States, you are already in the United States, sorry. But Jake, I'm worried. I strongly recommend, and then I gotta go. The Chicago Toy Show. They don't pay me. I'm a big fan. I go every year, twice a year. Now they're gonna have a third one. So end of April, end of October, end of July is the best show. We got people flying from England, Belgium, Japan. They even have sofubi stuff and Japanese stuff. 1 or 2 tables, not a lot. But it's well worth it. If you guys can come over, it's amazing. It's mind blowing the stuff you can get in there.
I was in Chicago for Wizard World once. I think it was back in 2012.
Okay.
Beautiful city, seriously.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's become a little dangerous staying over there.
Things are unfortunate, but you know what? All places are having a little bit of issue right now. But anyway, all right, Miko Pare, have a good night.
Bye bye. See you soon. Bye, guys. Take care. Have a good night. Bye bye.
Take care.
All right, and then there were 3. So, guys, thank you again for being here tonight. Where are we right now? There are a couple of guys. Mirage, did you want to show your collection, or were you okay for tonight?
I will show something. I cannot show my collection because it's downstairs, and
Sure.
then my collection.
We can do whatever. So.
What time is it where you are now?
It's actually, I'm pretty sure it's early than you guys because I live in Brunei, so it's like 11:03 a.m. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wow. So that's 24. That's literally 24 hours difference.
Yeah.
It's 11:03 p.m. here, so it's exactly 24 hours.
So you're living in the future.
Yeah.
You're in the future.
Yeah, I'm living in the future because sometimes
yeah, you live in the future.
Because sometimes I'm actually like living in the tomorrow compared to like America. It's kind of like a movie Tomorrowland, the title.
Ah, yeah, that's true.
Anyway, I repeat myself that I can't show my collection because one is downstairs and the other one's in my room, but I can't show my room for it's not the best place to show stuff. It's to say it's a very boys roommate room, if you know what I mean.
Oh, that's fine. All right, so you're not going to be able to show anything tonight.
No, but I'm gonna show one that I took
So,
upstairs.
yeah. Sure.
Okay, let me wait. Here's my Mazin Kaiser.
Oh, cool.
This is the
Wow.
Hagen Works figure from Good Smile Company, and with Sentinel collabing because this is like the real bot figure. I know you know real bot, right?
Yep, I know Reba.
Yeah, this is the smaller version, like SRC scale thing. Comes with the
And is
blade.
that posable? Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's very foldable.
That is
Nice.
so great.
Like the only difference is like it's small and it doesn't have the turbo smasher punch like the real bot. But I thought, yeah, it's really cool. Like, can you hear it like this? That's amazing. Comes with the twin blades, of course, but also it comes with the throne here. See?
Yep. That looks great.
It's a bit. I did not expect it because this figure is actually quite solid. It's like really hard, but this one's actually like this throne here is like somehow like I won't say brittle, but it's just like hollow, I would say. And you can see here's the weapon storage. Here's the Kaiser blade, long one, like here. Really long, like almost the size of the figure itself. Like you see, like that tall. If I can show the whole thing like that. And then you can also like let me try to remove the Kaiser blades here, if you will let me. That is okay. Then see, really long blade.
That's a sword.
That's really a sword. I think you can probably use this as a kitchen knife.
Yeah.
Okay. See, you can also remove the chest part to make it more accurate. See,
Wow.
like in the show.
Awesome.
These figures are actually made out of metal. This is like metal, like silver parts here is like metal definitely, and some here like here like the arms for example are plastic, hands also. And it also comes with the pilot, not the pilot. What do you call it again? Let me look at the box.
Wow.
Someone can remind me.
Awesome.
Oh, this is the Kaiser's Grandeur. This is really awesome, but it's a bit tight though. It's like I would say like you had to gotta be a bit careful with this. But it's like yeah, they're good. And here's the let's see here the box. This guy is actually kind of big.
Wow,
See?
big.
Really.
I love all the Japanese boxes. Oh my god! Like
Yeah,
I keep everything.
yeah, I keep all my Gunpla box.
Wait till you see how big that
because
box
I know
is.
there's this one reviewer. He had like a his room like right here. It's like full of boxes, like for like display and stuff like that. Like for his studio like that, something like that. So yeah,
Holy crap! Wow.
it's behind. Look at that.
I love the throne. The throne is killing me.
Yeah, the throne. Let me try to like.
It's like Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is I think it's a reference to like one of the Super Wars games. I believe. Because yeah, a cutscene where the Mazin Kaiser was sitting on the throne.
Yeah, yeah.
And then it came out.
Super Robot Titan. Yeah.
Yeah, and because it moved by itself, not Koji did not fight it just moved by itself, and it opened the hatch like this, like that. That's amazing. Like I say, you can see the scroll if you want to. I'm not going to show the whole thing, but okay, then if I just do this, okay, give it a little bit of foot. It's a bit tight. I mean, it's not going to break anytime soon, but it's a bit tight. Nonetheless, I see. Can it sit on the throne like this? If you can show it like that, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I love it.
This is how I sit in my room on my laptop.
Just the grandiose nature of it. Just
Yeah.
oh my gosh, just the bravado.
He looks like a king for sure.
This is definitely the Demon Emperor.
Yeah, he won the game. He won the Game of Thrones for sure.
Definitely.
He won the Game of Thrones. So,
This is the most I have spent ever for on a figure because definitely I'm a college student, so I don't spend a lot, obviously. But I spent like almost all my birthday money just for this guy. And it's definitely worth it.
Is that
It's
new?
it's a 2 years old figure,
Okay.
but this is pre-owned. But I don't think the owner opened it, so it's like still brand new a bit. But it's a good figure, really good. I recommend it if you don't have like if you don't have like a good Mckinder figure. This is definitely the one you should get because it's quite cheap. I mean, 100 range cheap, if you know what I mean, but still affordable. Yeah, I recommend it.
that's awesome. Well, that's so great. Thanks for showing us, Mirage.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's cool.
That's so great.
I can see my mouth. Okay.
I brought him down for you.
Oh, jeez, look at that.
Oh man.
Oh my God.
All right, let's see if we could hear this.
Oh God.
If I hadn't showed you.
Yeah, the speaker's like.
That's pretty loud.
I mean, there might be volume. I don't know. I don't.
That's still pretty loud. That's not bad.
It's pretty
Crap.
pretty cool figure.
It's bigger than my cat.
Kinda.
See if I can.
Such a dog.
Can't remember how this. Oh yeah, this is kind of neat. This closes.
Oh, beautiful! Holy crap!
I mean, I'm sure
Holy
there's
crap.
all kinds of videos about this stuff. Even
Oh my
I
God.
can't believe though you haven't gotten yours already because I thought mine was.
No. I got on a layaway. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I got on a layaway. I can't do like.
It's a luxury.
It is. But
Definitely.
I'm tied up with so many other things right now. You know what I mean? Like it's just.
Yeah.
Oh God. Right now, I just needed to put the deposit and then slowly getting it before I'll probably get it in another 3 months or so. But
It's almost too big.
oh, it's not. It's perfect.
It's massive.
Totally massive.
So what is it? Is it like 40% die cast, like 30% die cast? What do you think?
Well, this piece, I don't know how much. Let's see. These are metal right here.
Yeah.
This is not too much.
It's gotta be plastic. Yeah, I wouldn't imagine that's die cast.
I hit it again.
Yeah. Is the head and the neck die cast? Like,
I think this piece right here is.
The head. Yeah. I think that the spikes should be die cast, right? Aren't they?
These?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, those are plastic. Okay.
Yeah, it's amazing. There's really not that much, but it's even without the die cast, it's heavy.
Yeah. No. I
Really?
It doesn't have to be pure die cast for me, but
That would be amazing.
that would be crazy. You would not be able to afford the shipping on that. That thing would be freaking ridiculously expensive to ship. Just stupidly expensive, right? You have to put in another payment just to get the shipping across.
And he's a lot more metal, obviously.
Yeah, no, 100%. Oh, that's my last chance to get him in scale with everybody else. If you put him up against Grandizer, they scale so well.
Let's take a look.
They scale so well.
Also, about my Mckinder figure, never mind. Wait.
Yep. What do we think?
Ooh, nice scale. Definitely.
Oh, is that the right scale? It's about the right scale. No, that's about it.
I don't know. They were never like joined forces. Well,
no, they never did. There is a scale relationship. There is one out there.
I think Grandizer is like 28 meters tall. If I remember correctly.
But Daimaru is gigantic though. So
yeah, I think like isn't Voltron more his scale?
Voltron.
If you talk about Go Lion,
yeah, Go Lion.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Those like space robots, they're massive.
That's because the scale. That's because they exist in space.
How about this old? Here's an old Mazinger piece. Let's see.
Oh no, yeah, no,
Oh,
that's
Dolan
not.
is fake.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's
The pilot.
that's a pilot. Yeah,
Yeah.
the pilot.
Goes into his head.
Yeah, so great. Kabuto Koji. Project Fear says, "I was bummed with the remake of Clash of the Titans. It's a good movie, but the original is a masterpiece. I love stop motion Harry Hughes stuff. Great comment."
Oh yeah. Speaking of movies, I recently just watched the Gundam movie recently, the Kukura's Dolan Island.
They're so
It's
good.
amazing.
Yeah.
I recommend it.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I love those two. They look so
Oh, I
good.
love those two.
Those are like generations apart. That's so crazy. Ryrakan says, watching Neverending Story when I was a kid, I wanted to ride Falcor. He looks so real to me. Falcor was real. That was a huge puppet. Oh my god, that thing was massive. King Panther, Chicago Toy Show. Yes, my hometown. Ridiculous food. Oh man, now makes me want to go back. Project Fear 22 says it's 5 a.m. over here. Wow.
All right, I'm going to show you the difference between the two grandizers, Shogun, the Jumbo Machinders. All right, here we go.
I think he did.
Here's the European and Canadian one.
Oh, that was amazing.
He's got this.
Yeah, he's got the special hand, eh?
Better not aim that at your kid.
And his feet are actually the same as a lot of the other ones. So they saved a lot of money on this guy. And then the Japanese one is just much better. The chest piece is molded.
Ooh,
Nice.
His hand got a real hand.
Yeah,
his
he's got
feet
two
are
hands.
completely different.
Wow.
of course, the Japanese version
That's
is more.
crazy. Holy crap. Yeah,
And talk about aiming at a kid. You know, this guy fires his fist, and that hurts a lot more than.
that's crazy. I love that.
Let's see if it still works. Here we go.
I think it's the other hand. Yeah, I was about to say I think it's the other arm.
Here we go.
Oh my god! I was expecting the fist. I wasn't expecting the actual. Oh my god, that's crazy. Oh, that's gorgeous.
I know what to use against my little sister then.
Jabbar Robbins, what's going on, brother? Hey, Heidi Ho, Jay. Just got through watching WWE Hell in a Cell. Just saw Cody Rhodes beat Seth freaking Rollins in a torn with a torn right pec. Ooh, that's not good. That's not good. Oh,
you gotta love the gimmicks of these 70s.
So great. Holy crap.
This one, let's see.
Was that is that a Popey? Is that an original?
Yeah, this is a Popey. It was one of the last ones they did, and it's
so good.
There's not much diecast at all on this thing, but it's
molded so well. Oh my god!
Check out some of the actions.
Oh wow! Holy crap!
And then there's ships in there.
Yeah,
I fired the other one. I don't know where it is, but yeah, you can fire those ships out.
Crazy.
And then we got.
I kind of wonder in like the Super Wars games, like how does the Mobile Suits and like Mazinger Z fit inside that thing?
I don't know. That's gorgeous, man. That's got some great action features, eh?
And you can control these.
Nice. Yeah, I love it.
Oh, and I love this part. This is really cool. So there's these compartments on the bottom. And you take them down.
Yeah, nice.
I would actually really like to get that if I could find a good price.
The engineering on the Poké
it's beautiful.
Is unmatched.
Yeah.
I'd always have to get the model kit version.
Yeah. The Japanese just like they were just so innovative. It's just crazy. Just insane.
I learned about Japanese toys when I was in second grade, and I think that was in 1980-ish, right around there. And I lived in apartments, and below me were
the cool kids.
Japanese kids from my class, brother and sister, and
the cool kids.
Their dad would come back from trips with all these diecast toys, and
So
so I would see all this awesome stuff at their house with the colors and the weight and like everything shot missiles, which was I didn't see, you know, because of the whole Battlestar.
the swallowing of
Yeah. So, you know,
Like
and then I
in-
never really saw that stuff again, you know, until like I was in college and you know, then eventually the internet, you see everything. But
just so great. Oh my god, just beautiful. Rodimus Prime says, I see Ultra 7.
yeah, that's right. That's one of the rarest Sofubis I got because he's super old. Yeah, this one.
Wow.
And he's the one with the actual mask comes off. So he's very
That's beautiful.
like I haven't seen another one for sale in maybe a year.
So it's like, is it supposed to like emulate the Sue actor?
I don't know. I mean, a lot of them looked very similar. Here's the Return of Ultraman. Had a very similar head.
Yeah. They just to save money, what they would often do was just reuse the same mold and paint the eyes, just paint the eyes slightly different.
Yeah, these guys
Like-
were very similar, and these were the first to have removable helmets, so they were just getting the hang of things.
Yeah.
These are actually a little heavier Sofubi than usual.
It
Yeah.
kind of reminds me, the NECA Golden Girls figures.
I've been looking for those, and not for me, for a friend.
Yeah,
Yes,
and then
that's
someone-
actually true.
and then someone checked some guy curious, and then he finds out the girls they use the same body as the usual NECA, so they have pecs.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, that's
He's
hilarious.
the one them.
Oh
So
my
you can
God.
see the Japanese child who had this put these Sharpie some dots there, so that he was pretending that this guy was this other Ultraman, Zofi.
Ultra 7. Oh, Zofi.
He was doing he was upgrading.
I don't mind that. I
They
don't
look
mind.
up, yeah, it's got that authenticity,
I really want to watch. I hope Shin Ultraman will be released here soon.
Say that again.
Like I'm excited for Shin Ultraman if it's gonna come out.
Yeah, yep.
Even though I already know the spoilers, which I won't say anyway. Because like Bandai actually show a character that
My
was not.
favorite toy right here.
Hello.
Say hi to
Hello.
Jay
Hello.
and Mirage.
Oh,
Hi.
What do you think of my toy collection?
are you asking us or are you asking her?
You like the Sofubis?
Because I remember,
Are you
I
getting
remember Bandai they actually released kind of
You're getting-
spoiler for a character in the movie that was supposed to show up in a specific scene, but they're like, oh, we don't care, just release it, just release the promo pics.
Yep, that's what happens. I guess it's getting late for everybody. She's probably getting she's probably gonna get.
But
to
they're
bed.
already here.
Let's just read a couple more comments and then we'll try to wrap it up, guys. Knights of Old says 2010 was worth watch, but doesn't beat the classic film. Yeah, I know. Harry Hughausen films are very, very classic. Project Fear 22 says those what's it called, the Grandizers are huge figures, look amazing, well made too. Absolutely. Jabbar Robbins says Knights of Old, do you have any Gatchaman? You came in late. Jabbar.
Hey, I'll go over there real quick for him. There's just a little bit here.
Oh, I love that helmet over there, the Koji helmet. Was that Koji's helmet?
Yeah, that's Koji's helmet. And we got some Man ships here. We got some
Cyborg.
This is a cool toy over here. You get the dark.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the feathers.
Casual.
Nice. Those are awesome. Holy crap.
I
The
have
Yamato is a winner.
another one there. Oh, here's the belts that the kids would wear.
Oh wow.
Ooh.
You have the buckler. Nice.
And there's a God Phoenix. That one came with a Sofubi 2-pack.
So nice. Holy crap.
And oh yeah, this is probably the nicest, rarest thing I have is this, the Japanese version of the toys.
Ooh, holy cow. Those are like
You know,
3 3/4 inch. Beautiful.
Yeah.
it's kind of funny that bootleg toys still have this kind of packaging.
Sorry,
I don't think that's funny. I think that they had to be sold somehow.
Yeah,
And I
but
think-
that's true.
I think that they had to be on a shelf. You couldn't just, especially if you're going to export it anywhere. You know, they actually had to be in a package.
the packaging's amazing.
But-
Look at this.
It has a lot of charm.
Look at that.
I would actually
artwork.
like to own one.
Yeah, of course. They're
but-
always going to be different because they can't be the same. The
If I go
artwork
on but definitely I'm gonna go on my rocket. This will be for like 40,000 yen. I'll cry.
is- I know.
This goes for about $1,000,
Jesus.
probably.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
You
god.
can find it cheaper, sometimes.
Yeah,
Or
but in package, it's hard. It's just
it is.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan. Hey, Obi-Wan. Good to see you, my friend. I need or will. Okay, I would love an original Poppy Mckinder Voltron.
Mckinder Voltron. Yeah.
I
Me
think we
too.
would all love that one. There it is.
Oh.
Well, that's the Mckinder though. Is,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
is this. This is the American one, but it's not too terribly different. It's not as the differences aren't as drastic as the Grandizer. The biggest thing is that the heads shoot missiles in the Japanese one, and I think there's a little bit more sculpting around this area, but not as much really. I was that's why I went with this, and the wings or whatever they call those things are pretty nice.
I know someone actually made replacement parts for these figures, but they use wood. They actually use wood.
Really?
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
What's funny is how light he is.
Yeah, he's very, very light.
because
I still have mine.
well, did you ever take apart one of these legs in the originals?
No, never.
So inside, this is crazy because I had to repair one once inside, and I was like, "What the hell is this?" Because it looked so weird that I thought maybe like someone was pulling a fast one on me, but it's documented that they're all like that. Is a clear plastic bottle filled with sand
No.
in each leg.
Just to give it weight.
Yep.
Oh my god.
But this does not have that because it was on that.
Yeah, he was super light.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
he was on the motorized remote control.
So it's really funny. Yeah, if you ever see a Brooklyn one or something, you should take a look because it's just like you're just like, seriously? It looks like so homemade,
I hate sand. It's rough and irritating.
But it makes sense though, because but it's interesting that you never hear the sifting.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Holy crap.
I like that Get the Dragon dead already.
Oh yeah.
I can hear it.
Well, yeah, now that you know it's there, of course you can hear
I
it.
can slightly hear it.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Get a
Also,
Dragon
I
is still one of my favorite my absolute favorite mecha all time.
definitely.
Of all
Get
time.
her dragon. I
have it downstairs, but I definitely cannot get it right now.
This guy.
Robert? Oh yeah. Original
Oh.
Poppy. Love
Did
it.
you have that as a kid, Jim?
No, I didn't have in Canada. By the time I got here, like because I was born in the Philippines, but by the time I got here to Canada, like that's when I started watching the show. And if they were here in Canada, they had long gone. Like the distributors had stopped distributing them. But where you could find them was in Chinese malls, and they were just way too expensive even back then. Like because they were beautiful quality pieces, right? They're made of pure die-cast with a few metal pieces here and there. But I could only dream of owning one of those things. Honestly, it's just
They're
so
not
beautiful.
expensive because you can get the American.
Only had the market.
No, but I'm talking about like back in the day.
Here's I have the box for that. So
You still have the box? Oh wow!
You still get
That's
the box?
crazy. And that's the American version then.
yep.
Oh wow!
But there is there's a few versions, and this one is a little bit rare just because it has 2 firing fists.
Yeah.
So if you get the one with just one, it's a lot cheaper.
That's crazy.
That's gonna be a kid's nightmare because the other fist has the tomahawk. So imagine it firing also.
Yeah. That would be crazy.
This one was only in Japan.
Ouch.
The first Getter.
The Getter 1.
Oh, good one.
Love Getter 1.
I think. Yeah, I have the box of that.
Yeah.
It's a different. I'm not a huge fan of when they just show the toy on the box. I like it better when they have artwork on the box.
Same.
Yeah, but there was a back in the day that the concept was you didn't want to cheat people, right? So there was a lot of it. And we're coming back to that now, right? Because Hasbro
The Hasbro thing.
is eliminating plastic, right? So
Yeah, the Marvel Legends.
So we're all the way back, and people are like, "Oh, it's never been done." No, it's been done. That's how it used to be, way back in the day. So it sucks. It sucks.
Yeah, but come on, I love the good anime box.
Yeah, those are beautiful.
Oh, that's still beautiful art.
Those are so beautiful. That's why I always keep my boxes. I'm gonna be buried in my boxes one day.
I'm gonna request it to my mother that when I die, can you put my
I know,
boxes
pretty
in my
much, right?
coffin?
Like just bury me with my boxes. Hilarious. Ryrakan says we didn't have Battleship Yamato here, but I watched something similar called Space Carrier Blue Noah or Thunderstorm.
Yeah, I heard that.
That's a big blue airship. Well, ship. I don't know. I assume it was in space too. Yeah. I've looked into that. Their price to get a nice one that's not broken is pretty pricey. Yeah,
everything's pretty pricey. Ooh, look at that!
It's pretty cool.
That is awesome.
Gotcha.
It's not right in, right? Oh, I know.
That's gotcha, man. Yeah. Beautiful stuff. Wow.
You have a lot of retro or vintage stuff, Jay?
Honestly, no.
Not me.
Much like Altebna, a lot of times, any toys that I didn't want to keep, my parents would send them back to the Philippines. Yeah, to give other children a chance, right?
A lot of my Star Wars didn't make it. Here's a cool.
Oh, Captain Haroku.
Harlock.
Beautiful.
It's a shame. Some of the boxes, even American stuff, is amazing. Like the G.I. Joe boxes, especially. I love
Absolutely.
Those. Yeah, absolutely. And again, the illustrations, all that beautiful stuff, just crazy.
Because the only old thing that I have that's retro is only like a single mesh box. That's about it.
Jabbar says he sees an old manga of Devilman. That's the very first issue of the first appearance of Devilman, actually.
Yeah.
It's a really great manga.
One of my favorite manga.
I don't have many USA stuff, but I have a couple old boxes.
Oh yeah, Sky Striker, nice.
The art is cool.
See, and this is what I'm saying. There's no window box on that, right? That's actually a photograph of the pilot, right? So it's a lot of people are saying, oh, it'll ruin the collecting. That's not true.
Although some, like the water moccasin, has a
poppers.
Yeah. That's when they started modernizing it and showing the actual toy. I get it, but it does happen.
Do you have anything related to Megazone 23? That's curious.
Here's the Devilman.
Ooh.
1972. Billy Thick.
That's a very thick book over there.
Mirage, you're gonna have to repeat yourself. I don't think that's all.
I just said it's a thick book.
Oh, the book. Yeah.
Which one? What?
No, it's okay. Okay, so Ryraken says that the submarine turns into an aircraft carrier and then turns into a spaceship. Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, and then Ryraken says, "I wonder if the HasLab one would be that beautiful." It's a new artwork, but it's supposed to be in the same style as the one that Knights of Old just showed. So yes, it's gonna be as good. So I think it'll look amazing. Honestly, it's all part of the charm.
Such a great artwork.
That's so great. Love that. Yeah,
amazing.
And even the Safubi. The Safubis had some amazing artwork too. I mean, they were in bags, right? So actually, I have one right here. They were in bags.
Yeah, they have the top staple top, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've bought a few new and just take them out of the bags. It might be sacrilegious, but you know, you can save it. All the stuff. I save the staples.
No. You know what? That's not an uncommon thing. Like,
and actually, some that have been kept in the bag actually develop issues. Like there's like this stickiness. Like
yeah. The plastic actually started deteriorating because of contact with the bag and the other plastic. No, that's a common thing. It's the soft head syndrome.
But check this out, how cool that artwork is.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Great. So, Kashan.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Oh,
Kashan. Very nice. Robot Hunter.
I'm guessing that's the Sofubi figure.
Excellent stuff.
Yep. This is for the small one.
That is so nice. Holy cow.
Did you watch any of those tokusatsu, Jay, on TV in Canada?
I don't. Not on TV. I mean, like, it's almost impossible for anything to show up on TV in Canada.
Because here I live in, obviously where I live, I grew up watching a lot of tokusatsu even before anime, like Ultraman Tiga and stuff like that, Dyna, Kamen Rider.
Nice.
And a bit of like Super Sentai and stuff like that.
Oh, someone mentioned the Metal Heroes. I have two of those, the Gavan, but they're pretty neat because they're the see-through.
Oh yeah,
the Gavan.
Yeah. Those are great.
I wish I can still find the extra figure ones.
This is Popey. So it started out with Maru-san. They did the really old ones, and then they went bankrupt. And then this company called Bullmark, they took over, and they actually reissued some of the Godzillas and stuff with the same molds, but they're marked Bullmark, and that's this company. And then they got, I don't know why they were, all these companies went under, but then that went under Popey, which is under Bandai, and so that's where they stayed. But yeah, here's the two. So you could see this is the king size. I think this is around 1981 or 2. But you could see this is the king size version. And if you compare it to the early 70s king size, it's just sad.
I know. But the technology though to do transparent plastic, I wonder if that actually had a factor into it.
Well, it's not just that, because this is the king size Zubat, 1977. This is 77. It went this small. It's pretty crazy. Yeah. This is only a 5 years difference because of the oil crisis.
That's I was gonna say that too. I was gonna say I think it was material costs.
Yep, exactly.
I wonder if that's where Microman came from actually.
Yeah, I think that's what happened.
That's actually what happened there.
Yeah, I think you're right. One's in the big ones first, and then
it was the big ones first.
Well,
yeah.
So I think something similar happened to G.I. Joe.
Here's some metal.
Oh wow!
Oh, this guy.
Going
the first Super Sentai. Some stuff.
Have you seen this one, Jay? Mine's broken, but it's pretty cool. It's the set. It's a Jaku.
Oh.
And he has this capsule, right?
So nice.
The idea is that you got
the
guy, regular guy, right? And then
Henshin.
He turns.
Yeah.
And my guy's all busted up because sometimes that's the only way to afford these things.
That's so great.
And you can fix a lot of them, but he connects to a light and he lights up.
Oh, that is so nice.
And this is all metal. It's crazy. It's heavy. It's so heavy.
Rest in peace to the arm though.
That looks.
I love the colors on that cardboard there. All the
just really they pop so much. the same gimmick was used in several different other toys. You know, Thundercats did it with Mumra's transformation
Yeah.
chamber,
Oh,
and in a different sort of way, Star Trek: The Next Generation used it to beam
That's right.
people. You know,
the Miko one, right?
yeah. Again, they share technology everywhere, right? They steal from each other.
Absolutely.
That's how it works.
Here's that one.
Wow, you gotta love it.
She is missing the cape, though, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, those are
I
the
don't know
hardest.
if he had that thing in the show.
She probably did. Obi-Wan says you got some heavy hitters on tonight, Jay.
Wasn't necessarily a looker, but
Yeah, you know,
redhead.
back in the day.
They're pretty good for the time.
I'm just trying to showcase some really good channels. You know, Obi-Wan, right? Mazin Kaiza and Knights of Old and El Tennis channel. Guys, you definitely go check these guys out. We really appreciate them coming on tonight and showcasing their stuff. It's so much fun tonight.
Well, we only do it for nice guys like you, Jim.
Definitely. I agree with that.
Seriously though, like, you know, I don't collect modern toys at all, really. But you're just such a fun guy to listen to, and you're so positive. I just know I'm not gonna like be frowning or upset from watching your show.
Well,
So it means a lot to me that you're doing your thing, and that's
thanks,
great.
Knights of Old. I appreciate
I
it.
can say the same. I can say the same. Definitely.
Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it.
No problem.
I really do. All right, Mirage. Do you have your own channel now? Like, are you still posting them, Mirage, or?
My channel is basically I just post whatever. But if you want to really see what I really post, then you can follow my Facebook page. Let me bring it up here. I'll send it to you privately.
Sure, go for it.
Okay.
Right, Kent says space sheriffs,
Yeah,
Ultraman Taro,
yeah.
and Kevin Herbert says cool toys.
Oh yeah. Oh Jay,
Awesome.
do you remember the one that the Philippines they tried to do their own space sheriff?
No, I don't remember that. Are you serious?
Yeah, there was. It's notably terrible.
I gotta have to look that up. That's crazy. Seriously, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a sequel to like the third one. What's the third one called again? The blue one? It's not Charivan, right?
No, I'm not sure. It's been.
I
a
think
while.
Chida. Yeah, I think it's a sequel to Chida. All right, here.
That'd be crazy. I'm gonna have to look that one up. Maybe I'll talk to some friends. They should be able to point me in the right direction. Okay,
Definitely
so yeah.
Well, this fight is a big improvement.
Okay, so let me put this up. All right, guys, if you definitely check out everyone, all my guests tonight. Check out all their channels and all their social media. Definitely give them a like and a follow.
I got to show you one last thing, Jay.
Yeah, keep going. Don't worry.
This is just for you. So I know you're a big Mega Man collector,
Oh,
or
really?
well, not necessarily collector, but fan. This is one of the highlights. It's not a toy, but one day, because of my job, there was this very special guest in the building, and I knew about it like a couple hours before he came from Japan, and so I went home and got some books that he was a part of, and he was a super nice guy, and he.
Oh yes. I have the book.
Oh,
I have the book, and that's thing. Oh God, where?
drew-
Stop. Don't do that. No, stop. That's thing. What's his name?
Koji.
Yeah.
I forget.
no.
But yeah, super nice. I was just asking for his signature, and he
That's
busted
awesome. I
out
love the
Mega
sketch.
Man
That's so great.
creator. It was awesome. Infune, I think his name. Infune.
Yeah. KG Inafune. KG Inafune. Yeah. Great guy. Holy crap. He ended up making his own Mighty
My number
Hero
9,
number 9. Yeah.
which did not end up well.
Yeah, it didn't work too well. Did not work out as good as they were hoping. So
Oh shit! I dropped part. Oh no.
all right, guys.
Pretty good.
So I really
Thank
want to thank all my guests for being here tonight. It was open night, so anyone could have jumped in, but these guys were brave enough to come in and show off their stuff. So really really super big thanks to Elton's channel, Knights of Old, and of course Mirage. Majin Kaiser,
The
Mirage.
same Mirage.
I know. It's
And earlier.
It's always like, but Mirage's channel, definitely check out check out their channels. They're scrolling in the scroll below, guys. Please give them a like and a follow. Tell them that Jay sent you. This is so great to be able to see everyone's collections, and of course, showing off some of their great pickups for this week. Guys, thank you again so much. This has been an absolute pleasure. Guys, if you want, please tell everybody a little bit about yourselves and how else they can reach you, and then we'll log off for tonight. Knights of Old. Do you have anything for everybody?
Yeah, well, I just want to say again, thanks a lot, Jay. I've been bugging you for a while to hang out and just chat, old toys. It's always fun for me. That's why I do the whole social media thing anyway, is just to meet other collectors and have a fun time doing show and tell.
You have a great collection, man. Oh my God,
thanks.
it's beautiful.
But it's not too much if you don't have cool people to share it with.
That's so great.
And, you guys can. I want to do more for my YouTube channel, and I think I'll do some maybe Sofubi like buying guide stuff for some vintage Japanese collection stuff, because there really isn't too much out there on YouTube for that stuff. So, I figured if I would have liked to see something like that, it's probably worth making if there isn't any out there.
That is a great idea. I think
I hope to do that. But my Instagram, which you posted, that's probably where I'm most active. I'd love to come on, for like a focus show on like get some other Japanese vintage collectors together, and we can or deep dive onto certain characters or something. That would be a lot of fun. But thanks everyone for watching.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Nice of Old, pardon me. Mirage loves this kind of stuff too, so maybe we can just have him back for sure. Mirage, where can people reach you, and what are you up to these days?
If you want to reach me, if you're interested and want to talk about robots and stuff like that, you can reach me on my Facebook page right down there. And besides that, I'm doing pretty good. Nothing much. I'm just gonna post stuff, do college stuff. Basically normal teen stuff. That's about it. And we also probably built some Gunpla.
Oh, Gunpla. That's another one we should talk about more often. Gunpla is some crazy stuff. If you really want to start getting into that, that's some cool stuff.
Because I'm looking forward to that the Genspens, this World War mecha.
Oh, that was
That's a
master
of it.
Is that a master grade or a perfect grade? Which one is that?
It's an HG.
Oh,
non-scale HG.
High grade. Okay, that's perfect.
And
then you could do a whole episode on the differences between Master HG, MG.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's it's kind of confusing, because
and also the Gempes, because the Gempes is just basically the same thing, just with different colors and different weapons. That's about it.
Yeah, again, it's something that needs to be done, I think, honestly.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I really do want to thank my guests for being here tonight. This has been an absolute pleasure, guys. Thank you again. I really hope that we can do this again sometime. Again, I do have I'm going to be doing open mic night a couple of times a month. Introducing new channels to people as they come available. This is my way of giving back and helping other creators. I'm a small channel too, but if we band together and we help each other, I think that'll help each of us to grow a little bit faster. So I really want to thank you guys again for being here.
Thank you, Jay.
Thank you, man.
Guys. So guys, thank you again for liking, commenting, subscribing to the channel. Please check out everybody's channel here tonight: El Tedna's channel, Knights of Old's channel, and of course Mirage's channel. Guys, thank you so much for being here. This is the highlight of our weekend, to be able to spend some time with you guys, show off our collections, show off our love for our collective love for action figures, classic retro style toys, and of course all the new stuff that's coming up. If you have any comments or about tonight's show, please leave them in the comment section below. Definitely check out their channels. Definitely give them a like and a follow. Show the support to everybody here. Guys, it's been an absolute pleasure. I hope you're all doing well, staying safe. And as always, everybody, Thank you very much for watching.
And don't eat bad fried rice like me.
Geek proud, everybody. Geek proud.